Welcome to my GH Daily Recap. The daily recap is for Monday, August the 14th, 2023. Monday, August the 14th. Well, it's all right. Anna kind of fast forwarded hers, walking through her house. Um, it's burnt. Come on, insurance is going to have to rebuild that house, and she's going to be staying at the Metro Court, which guess what? She's going to be safer at the Metro Court, Anna. You're going to be safer. Valentine is saying, oh, he wishes he had been there because, he wishes he hadn't gone to ELQ. So she goes, well, you have a business. You can't watch me 24/7. So it's interesting. Did Valentine burn down Anna's house? I don't know, because the person watched her leave. I just don't see Valentine doing that. But any attempts on Anna's property, Valentine was in town. Remember when murderer was spray painted on her door? Valentine was there, even though he was the one that called and told the cops, hey, you keep an eye out on Anna because this is what's happening, right? So I don't know. That's interesting to me. Let's see what else happened. That was nothing, just the back and forth conversations with Valentine, and then Anna ended up going to the PCPD, talking to Dante about it, running over theories again. And somehow she got the word, they were talking about logistics. He goes, that's got a lot of logistics and planning involved with what they're doing to you. And so she's like, logistics. So she got an idea and she left. But now remember, when Anna was shot at, Valentine was out of the country. Okay, Valentine was not around. He was with Laura. Okay, this has kind of got me going. But one thing that was a twist, of course, Mason he lives in his cousin's office. Period. I mean, that's not suspicious at all, right? Always in there. And then little Miss Betty comes in. I'll get back to her in a few. But there was a slip at the end, and not a slip, a complete change in the gender of the boss. All this time, ever since last summer, the boss has always been female. She wants you back. The boss wants you back. It was always she. Always. Now, guess what Mason said? He. The boss knows, called him, the boss knows what he wants. I said, wait a minute. When did the boss turn into a him? We have been racking our brains this whole time trying to figure out what female is their boss, because they always referred to her as a her and a she. So, okay, they're flipping the script on us. And wouldn't that just be interesting if the boss was Cyrus Renault? Could that be why he's looking at Austin the way he was looking at Austin? Like, you know what? You haven't been doing everything I wanted you to do. That's interesting. Could be Cyrus Renault. We shall see. Cyrus is up to something. He's up to something big time, right? So now we have a decent part. Guess who had to spend the night in holding all night long? Poor Carly. Poor stubborn Carly. Because guess what? Joss had her phone turned off. We know she was with Dex. She didn't want anything interrupting her night with her man. And Carly says, do you know how dangerous that is? I know, Mom, I know. I'm so sorry. She goes, something could have happened to Donna or Avery or Michael or Willow, and you had your phone. She goes, me, you had your phone off all night. I'm so sorry. Oh no, mama, you know, blah, blah, blah. So Carly tells her what happened. And once again, so Carly says Sonny wanted to sign her out, but she said no. You know, she's like, I thought I could get you to come, right? And so she's like, well, why didn't you let Sonny sign you out? She goes, because this is not a mess for Sonny to solve. I could get myself out of my own situation. So then Jocelyn ends up turning the whole conversation on to Sonny brings nothing but trouble to them. Why is her mother loyal to Sonny? So I mean, Sonny bad, this, that, and the other. And why do you still want to protect Sonny? You got Dex watching Sonny, and Michael watches same old thing. And she goes, you know what, Jocelyn, we've gone over this. And I thought you understood. But this is the way it has to be. Sonny and I will be connected forever. Connected. But you're not married to him, so it shouldn't matter. She goes, it doesn't matter that it shouldn't matter. It does matter. So I'm going to make sure everybody is safe, including Sonny. So Jocelyn, whatever. I'm thinking, whatever, Jocelyn, shut up. Just keep your doggone phone on. Okay? Just remember to do that. So later, guess who comes by to check on Carly but Sonny? We're seeing more and more of Sonny in Carly's orbit, more and more. And so he looked at her, he goes, how was your night in jail? And she just looked at him. See, he knew. Dante probably told him. Or one of his little insiders said, yeah, she was here all night. He goes, you should have just let me sign you out. No, Sonny, no. But so she blah, blah, blah. He goes, I know, I get it. You stubborn, right? And so she says, no, I am independent. He goes, I get it. You're independent. So she goes, I always have been. However, it turned into me relying on you to take care of everything. So in my mind, I'm thinking, well, that was a contradiction. You just said I always have been independent. And then you turn around and say, but I depend on you to handle everything over the years. So girl, you really aren't that Miss Independent, right? Or you weren't. Now you are. Yes, you always could be, because her and Sonny have been back and forth for years. Back and forth, back and forth. So anyway, he goes, so you're good, Carly. She goes, I'm good, Sonny. He goes, all right, then I don't need to worry about you. He said, because I got a lot going on right now. He's like, I could cross you off the list and handle everything else I need to handle, right? Except, watch, Mason's going to run into her at Kelly's. And Carly's going to think she can handle this on her own. Carly, girl, you don't have no Jason. You get better go straight to Sonny. The minute Mason sees you and steps to you about anything, right? Because that's coming. That's definitely coming. So then this was a cute and interesting scene to me. Eddie leaves Sonny's house because Sonny is kind of voices firm on the phone, and Eddie's thinking, man, you know, I got the hangover. Pipe down. So Sonny was on the, as Eddie comes out, Sonny goes, I'll talk to you later. Or I don't even know if he said that. He just said, hey, where are you going? Because Eddie's headed for the door, kind of slow with the hangover. And he goes, I need to get out of here. I need some air. And Sonny's like, what? But wait. And Eddie's out the door. Sonny's like, hey, whatever. Look, I tried. I got business to take care of anyway. Kick rocks, buddy. Right? So Eddie goes to the Metro Court. He's looking for Olivia. She was up poolside, putting little table tents on the different tables. And he goes, I'm just checking out to make sure you're okay. And she goes, I'm okay. And then she goes, ooh, and she's looking at his face. It looks like he got a few good clocks in there. And he goes, yeah, yep. And I feel it this morning. And I thought, I was hoping it jogged some stuff in. And so then he said, I wanted to again, he goes, I haven't treated you fairly. I know this has been hard on you. He goes, yesterday I disappeared on you. You went to go get me something to drink and I disappeared. He goes, so she goes, I figured I had came down too hard. I was, she goes, no, no, no. This had nothing to do with you. That's why his hand is out in this picture. He said, no, He goes, I just felt that at any minute, Tracy, I know she's trying to have me committed. And I don't know. I just feel she's gonna get to you. And she goes, I promised you I would never have that done. She said, now, perfectly honest, did I think initially a zap to the brain could get you thinking right? She said, because when you first hit your head, I thought something came loose in there. She said, but you know what? I could never do that to anybody, ever. That's not who I am. And he goes, I do. I want to thank you. He says, and I want to be more considerate of you and Leo and Brooklyn. He goes, I know this has been hard on all of you. He goes, I know this has even been hard on Tracy, but I am not him. I am not that business suit guy. And I'm thinking, see what he needs to realize. What he needs to realize is I am that business suit guy. I have just lost my memory. And Eddie Main is who I choose. What I can remember, what I could pull up is just Eddie. Because remember, Olivia has shown him pictures. So don't say I'm not that guy. Say I don't remember that guy. Because remember when Jason lost his memory? Jason he was an intern. He was going to be a doctor following in Monica and Alan's footsteps, the whole different guy, right? And when he lost his memory in that car crash with AJ, everybody was pressuring him to remember. Jason wasn't remembering he was somebody else. He just, from that day forward, built memories on somebody else and gravitated to Sonny because Sonny didn't pressure him, right? So Jason could look at all those pictures, and everybody's telling him what he was before the accident, and he literally did not remember any of that. Go figure. They kept that storyline forever from that accident, right? However, Jason accepted the fact who his father was, who his mother was. He then learned his history. He knew who his family was. And they eventually had to accept him as Jason Morgan. Took Lila's maiden name. Eddie, ultimately, if he does not get any memories, new memories back, he at least was Eddie Main. But he needs to realize, take a look in the picture, buddy. Look at your face and look at the face in that picture. What do you think happened for 40 years since that picture? 30 years, 30, 40 years since the picture. He needs to acknowledge that these pictures they're showing him of himself in between all that time, that was him. So anyway, I think that's coming. I really, really do. So now we have Sonny. Oh, he's doing a test for Miss Betty. He's still trying to find out who they're working for. I don't know. Part of me feels Cyrus Renault would already know everything about Pikeman. I think Cyrus would, because Cyrus had a ton of connections And he had a lot of things going on. I think he would already know, but we'll see. Obviously, they're doing a whole story change. They decided, okay, we got to make this good. This is how it's good. So whatever, they're changing it. So he called her over before and he wanted to go over her itinerary, and she's taking Avery to camp. And he goes, are you going to stay there the whole time with her? She goes, I plan to, unless you or Mr. Rome need me to do anything. He goes, no, I need you to watch my daughter. Keep your eyes on her. And so then he goes, but when you're done, bring her back here. I've got a meeting. I'll be gone until about 5:30. Okay. And then when I come back, pretty much she could go. So she goes, yes, Mr. Corinthos. Ooh, she's realized, I'm getting to come back here. Dex was already hidden in the hallway, right? Because he was already there. Sonny and Dex were talking before. So Dex comes out and Sonny tells him. Sonny says, look, he told her, Dex, the skimming of the story. Thank goodness, Sonny. Don't tell Dex too much. He tells Jocelyn everything. Dex can't keep his mouth shut with Jocelyn's concern. So he told Dex just enough that Dex needed to know. And he said, you make sure you follow Betty. He said, well, look, this flash drive, I'm going to have her find. It's false information on Pikeman, all of it. He goes, Brick put it together. So I'm going to make it, put it in a place where she's going to conveniently find it, not obviously find it. Like he ain't going to leave and it's right there on top of his desk. Come on now. I would know that's a plant. But it should be in the desk and the desk should be locked. And a letter opener with some pins should be up on that desk, because you know what she would do is take the letter opener and jimmy the lock. That's what she would do. But we'll see. Sonny's going to hide it some kind of way. And Betty is as giddy as she wants to be. She goes to the office where Mason, to Austin's office where Mason has most of his meetings, right? And she's telling them, yes, she is going to be able to get in to Sonny's apartment. She's going to be there for a couple of hours, and she's searching the place up in there. She goes, I don't plan on leaving there without something. So let's see what she tells Avery, because see, Avery's smart as a whip, and she'll be looking at everything saying, Betty, what you doing? Betty, right? We'll see how Betty handles that. But one thing they keep saying is the trucking company that Austin and Betty and all of them worked for was the family-owned trucking company. But it was bought out 2 years ago by a shell company, and Rick is looking for the information on that. Hasn't Cyrus been in Pentonville 2 years now? Interesting. That's interesting. We'll see what they're going to do with that. But anyway, that pretty much was it. Sonny's telling Dex the plan, and he's trying to fish out who they're working for, because he needs to know who's actually pulling the strings, right? So anyway, everybody, that is it. That is the daily recap for General Hospital today. Let's go to Comment Corner. Comment Corner. James says, Ned or Eddie is a Quartermain. He can put his tab anywhere. You must mean at any time. Yeah, but he would have to actually say, put this on Ned Quartermain's tab. Because if he's going to anywhere in any dive bar, he can't say, put this on Eddie Main's tab. They would say, well, okay, Eddie Main, we need a credit card with your name on it to start a tab, right? Okay. So now, Coretta says Carly didn't turn down Dante. Dante said he was going to sign for Olivia and Carly out. But Sonny interjected himself into the conversation and said he would do it instead. You know what? You're right. I forgot about that. I'm wondering, would Carly have gone with Olivia and Dante? Because remember, Olivia was like, no, no, I ain't going, no, my son's not. So I don't know. We'll see if Carly would have. But you're right. Sonny did interject himself. Ron says, Nina would have tripped if she found out Sonny went to get Carly out of trouble. And I give credit to Ned for sticking up for them. If you notice, the bottle was slid to her by the bartender. And in the old days, Olivia would have shot him. I know. But yeah, the bartender, that was an old-fashioned Western move. He took that bottle and Carly stopped it with her hand. There we go, kapam, right? So Linda says, the real Sonny is back. That's why he is insisting on helping Carly. I'm glad Carly stood her ground because Nina would have made something out of it. Carly wants to be free of her past. Sonny is her past. I hope a new handsome man comes in town to woo Carly off her feet because Carly does deserve a little happiness in the matters of the heart. I'm just saying, well, Linda, she got a tall, handsome man that threw himself on a sword and is in jail for her right now. You know, hey, right? I'm just saying. It would be really a slap in the face if a new handsome man comes in town and she forgets about Drew. And Drew went to jail for her. Now, Drew may not like it, but he would halfway be able to stomach if she and Sonny started rekindling feelings because that's history, that's undeniable history. We'll see, right? DB says, I still believe Carly and Sonny will end up back together. Carly said she's getting everything back. And the truth is no one else is built for Sonny like her. It would take a lot of work, but I live for the day when they get back. But then again, when Laura left Luke, yeah, for that last time, Laura didn't go back. But Carly's not Laura. My estimate, since they're deciding to have this Valentine's wedding, now I'm gonna have to push it back. Carly and Sonny will be back together again by next summer. NK Rose says, Nina really thought she wanted Carly's life, and now she's slowly regretting it and realizing she doesn't want the real Sonny. That is so true. And then Bernice says, Carly's not letting Sonny help her, is getting under his skin. You know he has to be the hero. He wants Carly to need him. She won't have to play Nina's game. Oh, she won't, yes. Well, look, but I'd be beating Nina at her game. Let me see. Once your life ready. DB says, LOL, Olivia's painting a picture of life with Sonny after she and her cousin and best friend couldn't do it, and neither can Nina. Yeah, they sure couldn't. Connie, when she was Connie, no, when she was Kate Howard, she brought out a softer side of Sonny, but she definitely didn't like the mob boss side was hard for her. Anita said, daily recap lady, I agree with you regarding the new Trina's docile personality. I really like the old Trina who played Trina. Thanks for those remarks. It is what I've been thinking all along. I'm trying to be patient with the writers and the new Trina's acting abilities, but I dislike the actress. But I don't dislike the actress at all. I just don't care for what the writers are scripting for her character. Me either. I don't either. Catherine says, shouldn't Ned and family have a doctor advising them? Well, guess what? Ned don't want a doctor advising them. Lisa said, Carly's pride gets Jocelyn up and to the police station. What is her problem? I am with you about Carly telling Nina By the way, I'm so sorry for Sonny's leaving your bed to come and take care of me last night. Thanks, though. Definitely would have done that. Because Nina would have the very next morning went to seek Carly out to say, listen, I just want to say I'm sorry for him coming to it. She would have done that. So I came over here being nice and look at how you acting. That's her. Lisa says Olivia doesn't start calm to talk to the police about what happened. That fire's under her. Wait, that fire under her is hot. My goodness. Are you talking about Olivia or Anna? Olivia's just always been hot-blooded. Lisa says, I don't remember. Wait, I do remember something about them getting the house. I don't remember if it was when they got their house or when they found out Sonny helped. Thanks again. They didn't find out. It didn't come out that Sonny helped them for a good year, maybe two. Lisa says, Nina has no clue what it's like to be a wife of a mobster. She is going to stomp her feet when he comes back home and asks where he was. Ha ha ha. But guess what? Didn't we just show the very next day and we didn't even see Sonny and Nina interact. Sonny was Sonny. DB says she never will. Come on, Nettie, remember. Dacia says Ned will get his memories, hope his memory come fully, and he will be the one telling Sonny that Nina was the one that had Martin call the SEC on Carly and Drew. Sonny will know it was Nina. Sonny will know that Nina had lied to him about it. Well, yeah. Sandy says, did Alex just burn her sister's house down? Who goes running at night when a killer's after you? I know, Sandy, right? Who leaves the door unlocked when a killer is after you? I guess who? I could take care of myself, Anna. Yep, that's who. Lisa says, probably they never found her body. Yeah, but now, yeah, could be. DB says her beautiful house. I was wondering if it's not the killer nanny. No, I forgot about her twin. Medora says, wasn't Dex assigned to watch Anna? And Kathy says, why is Anna not considering her sister as the culprit? Lisa says, Alex is assumed dead when Anna shot her and she went off the side of the haunted star. Of course, the body was never found. Lucy says, what's up with Sonny? Trying with all his might to help Carly by signing her release from the PCPD. She doesn't want your help. Let her wait for her daughter. Joss would sign her out. Guess what? The next day she did. Eddie Main called you. Sign him out and go home to Nina. What's up with you, Sonny? That's funny. And Richard says, agreed. Dorothy says, Anna told Sonny she didn't want his men. So told him to take them off watching her. Oh, okay. That's what happened. Why Sonny's men aren't watching Anna anymore. Well, guess what, Anna, super spy. Now you in the Metro Court. Got to buy all. Well, you know what? The house didn't completely burn down. I'm sure her clothes are upstairs. I don't think the upstairs is ruined completely. So anyway, she can get clothes and everything else. But anyway, everybody, that's it. That is it for Comic Corner and the daily recap for General Hospital. I will see you tomorrow.